quarter, we gon' get it on. Sinner swarm, dog praise God like a synagogue. Bring alarms, king bring the fire like the burners on. I thought a walk bar, it's the bigger bomb. I've been in the biggest bag, trying to get by, fuck getting on. 4 wings, fries, and some Henny for the champion.
What's going on, world? It's your girl, Yo, it's French, and you are now tuned into Body the Beat TV Season 2. I'm here with my boy, Coney Brooks. If y'all don't know about him, y'all about to get to know about him because he got a lot of great things going on. So let's just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
So how you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. No problem. I'm happy that you're here. I know that you just dropped a project.
Yes.
And we're going to get into all that, but I really want to touch base on, I want everybody to know like where you from and how this all started. So when did you want to become an artist? Like when you realized like you wanted to take this serious, like this is something I really want to do.
So truthfully, I started doing music at 7.
Mm-hmm.
It was a school project about poetry. My brother was a DJ and a producer. Mm-hmm. So he would sample all my video games, the block parties. He had my voice scratches and all of that. So I was like, you know what? This is my chance to get his approval. I'm going to get in with my brother. So I did the verse. And he told me it was the worst shit he's ever heard in his life. Like, it was horrible. But from that moment, I was like, all right, I'm going to get good so I can get his approval. You know, fast forward, I had a chance to really fall in love with the culture. And about 15, I started recording. And I was like, yo, I can really, like, get busy with this. Like, you know, this is something I'm good at. And then from there, I ran with it.
Now, I do see, like, I've seen, like, you've been doing this for a very long time. Because I've seen you on shows and, like, doing, like, some showcases and stuff, like, years and years ago. So, like, how was it, like, getting out there on the stage in front of so many different people and, you know, alongside with different artists?
Truthfully, I have a lot of out-of-body experiences. You know what I'm saying? So, like, half the time when I get on the stage, as soon as you put a microphone in my hand and the music starts, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I'm just in a zone. Like, I'm spaced. So, truthfully, I feel like that's what made me realize it's my calling. You know, that's like a spiritual realm that I get a chance to walk into and be a person outside of myself. Now, as I've grown older, it's just been more of honing that energy, you know, and realizing when to unleash it and when not to, how to tame it, what's the perfect setting to be a certain way. But it still comes down to, like, that love, that passion I have for just leaving it out there on the floor, and it's just like, yo, it is what it is. And I love it. It's amazing.
And besides, like, I know you have your own label.
Yes.
You do have your own label.
Yes.
See, I was like, let me make sure he's still running his own label before I really, like, ask him all these questions. So how is it, like, balancing both, like, you know, recording your own stuff and doing your own projects and then working on the business side? Because I do know you have a few artists.
Yes. Truthfully, finding that balance at first was difficult. I mean, you know, you kind of go from being a guy in the spotlight to realizing you got to do so much more behind when you have 5 other people that's relying on you to make sure they can pay their bills at the end of the day, you know, because it's more than a hobby. People want to make a living off of what it is they love to do. So literally, you know, I had to scale back for a little while and then realize where I fit in the equation. But what made it so beautiful is that everybody that I work with is so ambitious. They're eager. They want to learn. So I look at it as a family business where I'm giving people positions to run the day-to-day. When Coney has to go 6 months and just straight be an artist and not do nothing in the offices, I'm confident that things are going to still run the way that it needs to run because my team is just so solid and on the same page about it.
That's what's up. And I tell a lot of people, like, I was just talking to somebody about this, like, you really have to be, like, really business oriented coming into this, whatever it is that you do, even if you're the one that's in the spotlight, like, you have to be on point. And I do notice that from you, you know, and I do see you out here doing a lot of different things. And I'm like, once I seen that you had your own label and you had, like, a few artists, I was like, oh, wow, like, because normally you don't see that a lot.
Right.
You don't see that a lot, like, with people who's out here. Like, they can maybe say, like, oh, I got a few artists, but you don't see them, like, heavily involved.
Right.
You know? Also, what else did I see? Not even what did I see. I know that you just came out with your new project.
Yes.
Which I think is really, really dope. And
Thank you.
I honestly feel like you really brought it back to the essence. So when you just said that, you know, like, coming up on block parties and stuff, your brother was a DJ, I was like, oh, so, you know, he's really in tune with the culture. And once I see him, you have, like, the side A, side B. Like, you don't see a lot of people doing that. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're, like, heavy, like, they have a lot of work put out there? Like, do you have like a lot of songs that you just pre-record and then you just cut some of them out? I know some people, they be like, oh well, I had like 20 songs and I just kept 15.
Yeah, so that's become my process. It wasn't always like that. But with the last 2 projects, Or Hail the King, and then this one, When All Else Fails, it's literally been on some. I'm just on a binge. Like, I'm creating. Wherever this goes, no holds barred, no limit. Only thing I'm setting is maybe a time frame. I'm like, yo, at a certain point, I know I gotta lock in and do the business part of this. But right now, I want to create. And whatever happens when I create is what happens. And then when I'm doing the business, that's when I start doing my tweaks of, all right, this makes the cut, this doesn't make the cut. This, I'm gonna throw this here. I'm gonna try to sell this record. Like, you know, I start looking at it from that perspective. But as far as being a creative, I'm just letting it go. Like, let's do it.
Yeah.
Shoot in the dark.
The 2 sides, they like a vibe. Like, I know side A is like a real vibe. Like, that one, I'm like, yo, this is real dope. I see you, like, you got some songs for the ladies. You got a lot of songs for the ladies.
I mean, you know, women on records.
I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, this is something you could definitely ride out to. Like, this is a vibe. And then side B, you have, like, all the features on that.
Yes.
Which I think is really, really dope.
Thank you.
Like, you know, it's other artists that's out here grinding too. And you just put out the single for Ghetto Gospel, right?
Yes.
And which he actually just came from the video shoot of doing that today. How was that? How did the shoot go?
Oh man, the shoot was amazing. Like, it was so much great energy, you know, in the area, and just me and Hattie just been talking off and on. You know, we cool. We have a lot of mutual friends, and it's always been one of those things from the moment we met and we locked in and said we're gonna do this record. It was like, yo, we need the visual. You know, schedules don't line up, pandemic hits, you know, but like the stars aligned for this one, and like it was amazing. Like, it's better than what I could have imagined.
So why did you pick? Is this the first single that you put out, or this
From the project? Yes.
Yeah. Oh, so why did you pick that one for the first one?
It was a lot more of my relationship with Hattie. Because like I respect everything that man does, and it's just kind of like it's a staple for the Bronx for me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm out the Bronx. He's out the Bronx. He's big out the Bronx. I'm big out the Bronx. And it's a lot of people that was just kind of like, yo, I wonder what that would sound like. So it just made sense.
No, it's dope. It's really dope. I like that one. And what's the other one that you have that I like a lot? Oh my God, what's the name of it?
Was it for women?
No, not that one.
Okay.
It's on side A though. I know it's what is it called? I was just listening to it. You had it in your story the other day, and I was like,
Rooftops?
Yeah, that one too. I like that one too. It's a few of them I like, but it's what is it called? Oh my God. You see, this is why I be going through stuff. I be forgetting everything working all the time.
I appreciate you listening. You playing joints out. Like, I know you tapped in.
Yes, I definitely did tap in. I tapped in. That's why I was like, I know you do a lot of stuff for the ladies. So I know, all right, so since you have your project, you have your record label. What else do you have going on that we don't know about?
So I'm dipping into the merch right now. So to go with the Squad Goals record, I got a line of Squad Goals hoodies and tees.
That's the song.
So I asked if it was
There
for the
we
women.
go. That was the song I was talking about, y'all. Squad Goals. All right, so you got the merch coming out, Squad Goals.
It's out now. It's out now. So yeah, if anybody is interested, they can just check it out on the website. But I got the merch coming. I dipped my hands in the graphics. You know, I dipped my hands in the song production, and I'm flirting with the idea of putting together a visual album.
Oh.
So I don't know how far I want to go with it, but it's an idea, it's a thought. We'll see. We'll see how far it goes.
Nah, do it, cause there's not a lot of people doing that.
Might Beyonce y'all on a Tuesday or something.
That'll be dope. I'm here for it. You also have a song with Jennifer.
Yes, the sis.
Yes, that song is so dope.
Thank you.
Let's talk about that song.
So what's really funny about it, I've known Jennifer for so long. So long. It's always just been a mutual respect. I've wanted to work with her, but we never spoke about it. And then I ran into her at an event, and I was like, yo, there's like 100 people behind me asking when we gonna work together. Like, what's up? And she's like, yo, bro, hit me. Like, so I hit her, I'm like, yo, how you feel about this? Yada, yada, yada. She said something new from scratch. So I happened to be in my bag producing at the time, so I started flipping the Donnell Jones sample. So I sent to the base of the sample. She said, yo, I got you. Sent back a voice note. I'm like, oh, I had a beat to you tonight. Let's do it. Let's do it.
She's really dope. And when I heard her, I'm like, oh, oh, okay. I'm like, this is fire. Like, doing like two sides. Like, how long was that process?
I've been recording that album for 2 years.
Oh, wow.
2 years.
Well, it's definitely, like, you could definitely tell you put a lot of work into it.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So what kind of advice do you have for, like, other artists that's out here? Because, you know, there's some artists, like I was saying before, like, they're not the ones who's, like, putting in all the footwork. Some other people are doing it for them.
Right.
What advice would you give to people who's out here trying to be in the same position that you are in, or, like, going towards that goal?
Learn the business.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the art, enjoy creating, because that's definitely a part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
But learn the business, understand that, and then understand how important it is to be authentic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of just being creative, people can see through you and know, like, when the music that you're making isn't really you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then there's times and places for it. People know when you're literally doing something to be creative,
Mm-hmm.
and when you're trying to clout chase. Like, people
Mm-hmm.
will look at you and know it's not you, and you'll wonder why can't I get to this next step? I'm doing this trendy sound. I'm doing what's in. That's not your heart.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So stay true to your heart. Be yourself, because there's a fan base that's waiting to hear the best you. Somebody's gonna tap in with you.
That's a fact. You see, you heard that? Positive vibes only. Manifestation.
Squad goals.
Squad. Now let's talk about Squad Goals, because this is what I couldn't remember the name of the song. I had like a little moment. My mom, I was like, "Yo, what's going on?" But Squad Goals. Why Squad Goals? Because this is like a song that's like about you and your significant other.
Right.
So why Squad Goals?
I wrote this specific record for somebody.
Ooh.
We're no longer together. But the space that I was in, it was just kind of like expressing. No, there's no beef or nothing like that. Like, we're really good friends. Don't get me wrong. But it's like the space that I was in when I was working on this record. It was kind of like, yo, I want to acknowledge you and put you on a pedestal that you deserve to be on. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I took that little 2.5 minutes of my life to do. That took me 1.5 years to write.
Alright, so did you write this when you was with this person or after y'all broke up?
See, now you asking the spicy questions, right?
I want to know because...
No, I started the record when we were together, and I finished it when we were done.
Oh my God. But it's definitely a dope song. It's definitely a dope song because I'm like, oh, okay, I want to bang.
You feel me? You feel
that
me?
song make you want to bang.
And I can get matching Squad Goals hoodies.
Word! That'll make you what? So you only have hoodies as
No,
your
I have hoodies and
merchandise?
shirts. I have hoodies and tees.
Okay, hoodies and tees. So you don't have no fancies for the ladies.
We can do
You
that
know
if
how
you
some
want.
people be doing that?
We
I'm
can-
just seeing that a lot lately. Like everybody just throwing they, logo on a pair of panties or a pair of shorts.
Hey,
And like here, throw these on.
hit my DM if that's what you want. We can make it happen.
Squad Goals. So now that you mentioned the grades, like when I first heard you, I heard a lot of Fred the Godson. I don't know if you hear that or not.
Crazy. Nah, definitely. Fred the God, one of my favorites. I was fortunate enough to meet him and do a lot of work with the brother, and it's just kind of like, what he did for the culture is unmatched. You feel me? What he did for the Bronx is so unmatched, and me being somebody else from the Bronx is kind of like, I love the fact that I'm held in the same regard as Fred. When a lot of people would have tried to pit us as competition, ultimately the man just came with great energy, great vibes. Whenever we kicked it, I had the opportunity to tour with him. We did the 5K concert tour, me, him, Hollywood Play, Ron Browse, and Pat Poose. We toured for like 3 to 6 months, and like literally everything was great energy, great vibes. He came with a lot of amazing advice, and just insight on the industry and just building as a man. You know what I'm saying? Because everything wasn't music. We could literally sit there and chop it up about his family, his wife, his kids. We'll talk about life, the fact that he had asthma, the fact that he went to the same doctor as somebody. Like literally everything under the sun. So like, when I say that man was genuinely a dope soul, and just what he did for the culture is really unmatched, So thank you. It's an honor to be mentioning that right in conversation.
No problem. So where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? Like, what are your goals?
I want to be the GOAT. I want to be one of the greatest that ever did it. I need to be held in the ranks of conversations with people like that.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna wrap this up right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to By the Beat TV. And until next time, peace and love.
Yeah. Cone me. I ain't gotta brag for niggas or ask you niggas for nothing if I'm past you niggas. Every instrument I go, I outclass you niggas. I guarantee the bar nuts like a cashew nigga. Bring a beat into the stew and let it swim with a true piranha. The Henny-ana got me blacking out like I live in Ghana. Everybody talking like they really got beef until I slide and cook it right before your eyes. It's Benihana. I'm bred different, I need my bread instant. I get physical, niggas head glitching. I get fed, I ain't looking for lead. I make a call for them rifles with a scope of precision. Them things dead distance. I'm a problem now, warrior much, Kevorkian touch. Sorcery, your organs get cut. I ain't sprinting to boost your ego, I'm calling your bluff. Pulling cards of any tryhard that's calling you tough. Put 100 on the gang, bet it back. I don't even care where we at. Keep playing, you'll be laying with the rats. Catch you slipping, it's a rap. Niggas got me in my bag, yo. They really got me in my bag. Yeah, they got me in my bag. Niggas got me in my bag, yo. They really got me in my bag. Yeah, they got me in my bag. My fam keep a weapon for protection like he catching something. The pump drawn like he sketching something. Long arm on the barrel like he fetching something. Leave your brains all over the walls, you forgetting something? I'm tired of you grown man liars. Say you got a cannon in Mariah. On them I set a fire. Obsession with a weapon and deadly assault rifles with the beam and how you screeching like a tire. Fuck Mojo, I'm back in that dojo. In my weakest state, every spot jumping like a pogo. 16s for higher, every verse is a BOGO. The motto for 2020, fuck a hater and a bozo. Ballin' on them boys like the logo. Dirty like a grease spot when you see him creeping in that Volvo. They wanted black hoodie rap, so it's here, nigga. One rule, never fear niggas. It's a celebration, toast to that. Burn something, take a toke for that. Wet glass where the coaster's at. One time cause the coach is back. I sit down where the vulture's at. One life to live, I'm supposed to black. With this God-given gift, I'm supposed to rap. I'm the Pope to rap. Neck bone, I'm supposed to snap. I'm too dope not to post this crack. Put 100 on the gang, bet it back. I don't even care where we at. Keep playing, you'll be laying with the rats. Catch you slipping, it's a rap. Niggas got me in my bag, yo. They really got me in my bag. Yeah, they got me in my bag. Niggas got me in my bag, yo. They really got me in my bag. Yeah, they got me in my bag. Put 100 on the gang, bet it back. I don't even care where we at. Keep playing, you'll be laying with the rats. Catch you slipping, it's a rap. Niggas got me in my bag, yo.